Hey, what up, everybody? Stephen Breach coming to you. Hope everybody out there is having a fun and safe Cinco de Mayo. Last night, Saturday night, we just sort of killing some time, flipping out, watching some TV. Came across on the DVR Saturday Morning Slam. I need to get it out there to you guys that Saturday Morning Slam, a half-hour TV show on the CW network, is probably one of the best wrestling shows there is out there. And this is coming from a show that was highlighted by a singles match by Jey Uso versus Darren Young. The main event of this show was the Primetime Players against the Usos. So this whole show basically revolved around four guys that you can't even say that are in the mid-card of SmackDown or Raw. Both of these tag teams have been buried so hard lately. Two real tag teams that should be in the hunt for the WWE Tag Team Championships with Team Hell No, and just keep getting dogged out, and are probably going to end up being a team sort of like Crime Time, who always seemed like they should have won the Tag Team Championships, and at the end of the day, they were never able to get the job done. Shout out to JTG, wherever you are, buddy. I always liked you, always liked your work, and if you're still on the WWE roster, I have no idea. I can't even remember the last time I saw you do anything, and I mean anything, in WWE. The show started by them announcing that they were already having a match between the Usos, and they were trying to show how it came to be. It came to be with a meeting in GM Commissioner Foley's office, and Foley has a long-running, I guess you can say, gimmick or storyline on the show where he's learning to dance. And in this show, when they came in, the Usos were trying to teach Foley their opening dance. This revolved into Titus coming in, making fun of Foley for trying to learn to dance, and saying if he wanted to learn to dance, he had to learn from the Primetime Players, which immediately threw him into a sandwich of the Primetime Players dance when they come out. One of the best themes in wrestling right now. I love that theme. I listen to it almost all the way through, almost every time it comes on the iPod. That and James Storm. I think those two are my favorite, I guess you can say, real songs that are entrance musics for guys right now. But love that shit. Basically, they start smack talking. Titus does the rape whistle, barks like a dog a few times, and when it comes close to GM Foley, making the match, the Primetime Players try to scoot out of there, saying they don't have time. They'll do it next week, but they won't do it this week. They got to get to a fish fry. That's right. There's going to be no match because the Primetime Players got to get out and they got to get over to a fish fry, the most important thing of the day. Foley says that's all right, Titus. If you got to get to that fish fry, he makes it a one-on-one match. That's why we get that down. Pretty good one-on-one match between Jey and I almost said JTG there for you, but between Jey and No Time Off, Darren Young. Good stuff. Your announcers was, I think it was Josh Matthews, and the other one I know was Brad Maddox, because I don't know what the deal is with Brad Maddox on commentary for Saturday Morning Slam. There isn't a guy in the wrestling business today that looks more fucked up than Brad Maddox. Sometimes on Raw, he just honestly looks lost. This time, he looked like he was on opium or something, man. He didn't know what he was doing. And I don't think that he understands the gimmick of Saturday Morning Slam, that is every time somebody's going to get hit in the head, they have the cutaway, and most of the time they'll do cutaways to the fans are reacting, and sometimes they do cutaways to the announcers, but they're doing over at the booth. And there was one time with Brad Maddox, he's just blatantly, openly playing with his phone while he's doing commentary. He's not looking at the little TV screen, the monitor. He's just playing on his iPhone. Who knows what he's doing? Maybe he's doing some Bejeweled or Bedazzled or whatever the heck the kids are doing on the phones these days. But just blatantly, Jey climbs up the top rope to do an offensive move like any match you'd see on Raw or SmackDown, the tag team match. Titus jumps up and sort of gives Jey the little push, not even a real shove. He didn't fall off on his back. He didn't take a big bump. He didn't fall off on his feet. He just sort of jumped down and the bell rang and it was a DQ finish. And I said, what is this? This doesn't make sense. They go to commercial, they work it all out. Next thing you know, we got a tag team match as the main event. I honestly don't remember who won the match, but it was entertaining and it was fun. The whole thing with GM Foley reminded me a whole lot of the Attitude Era stuff, with Foley being the GM. He has his own office now. That's one upgrade for him. I guess that's different from being the commissioner of the WWE and being the GM of Saturday Morning Slam. But maybe Vince is just making more money. I guess now maybe he can get him an office. But it's fun stuff. It's only a half hour. It's not going to kill you to put this on the DVR. I promise you, if you put it on there, I promise you'll like it. I promise you'll have fun. And worst case scenario is you watch it and fast forward and you're done in 2-3 minutes. But get more people watching Saturday Morning Slam, because it is a damn fun show, and it's probably one of the best shows WWE does week in and week out. Have fun, everybody. Don't drink too much. And that's it. Cinco de Mayo time. Let's party.